Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our international class today with me and in module calculus 1. And so, how are you today? Okay, happy with international class. And I found also the class is very convenient, very beautiful and clean. And it looks like we are in other countries. It is I think the best class we have in our campus. So be happy that you are here. Not all of students can be here. So we can say that you are a special one, selected one to be in international class. And as usually before starting our studying, our work, our activities, we have to pray. Why? Because we believe in God. So we expect that we are doing something good, and then we pray before. So let us praying according to our own belief. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni alman warzuqni fahman. Okay. And our topic today is about limit again. And today we want to see about the first one is model of discontinuity. You know that we had discussed about limit, and it is to discuss about the model or a graphs and how we can produce this line. Of course, because of continuity. Without continuity, then we will not have this such a good lines. But you see, as we follow the lines, how we get this continuity? Of course, because you can determine each point. I will show you, for example, you go to x equals to -2 here. This line is x equal to -2, right? And if you go approach is x -2 from the right hand side from here, you can find that the y is here. Probably I'm not sure. I think here in 3, about 3. You can see here. When you go approach to x approaches -2, we can write here limit x approaches -2 from the right hand side. So -2 plus of fx, and then we have x is 2. That is -2, 3. So you get here from the right hand side. As opposite, if you go from here this direction, it is called as left hand side. So we can also then write this as limit x approaches -2 from left hand side of f minus 2, then we see what happened here. O still approaches 3, yeah? Y equals 3. So then you have the coordinate of minus 2.3. That is the case. Eh? You see from the left side or from the right hand side, eh? We always have both sides. And we get the value. Because we have all value along the line, eh? Then we have this continuous graphs or lines. But look here, what happened? What you can see there. Here we have like empty value. And it is happen, eh? Empty value. Why it is happen? Because like you want to put here, you want to put the value of x approaches 3, eh? I have problem because of colors. Eh? Here is x equals 3. 1, 2, 3. You cannot determine the value of y as 9. That is the problems. But the value is 4. Because of this, then you cannot continue the line. So if you cannot continue, that means discontinued. We hear about a journal, a discontinued journal. That means the journal is not published again. It's closed already, discontinued. It's a problem. So it is discontinuity. And for this, I will show you later with the real example, and you will see. Sometimes we had met that problems with discontinuity. But then limit help us to determine, then we can continue. At first, we think it is discontinued, but after we solve the problem, we can continue. So something like that. And for these types of discontinuity, the name is for number 1, the first model of discontinuity we call as point removable. Because you see, we have the problem with 1 point that we cannot determine. So point removable. Because after x, so we can say here is x is 3. At x equals 3, we don't have value as we expected 9, but 4. So 9 with 4 is much different, But when you have like 2.99, you will have the value close to 9. And if we go from this side, you will have value like 3.01. You still have the value above 9. Only exactly at x equals 3, you have the value of 4. Right. After the dot of 3, you again follow the original model. So, for each line, we can draw one model, one equation, one mathematics equation or expression. I hope you can understand a little bit about the type of model discontinuities that is called as point removable. Okay, the first model. Now look to the second model or types of discontinuities. Let's say I put this as function fx, and here I name it as g of x, the function g of x. For the example 2, we have again the model g of x, and it is parabolic model. Do you remember how we can make a parabolic models? From what equation? From quadratic equation. All quadratic equation, if you want to draw, you will perform parabolic. But if you have like linear equation, then you have like this, only linear lines, something like that. So we can see that for the function g of x, we have also like some quadratic expression from this. We have here, can follow this the same way. But give attention here, at x equals to 2, x equals 2. Here, we have the problem, or we get the phenomenon that it jumped to the function of g action of x. For example, I told you last week about your model in what to say? In eating, for example, at the beginning of the month, you have money, you can eat pizza, burger. In the middle of the month, then your budget reduce, then you just eat uduk rice. But at the end of the month, you limit again your budget, only one time eating about 10,000. So you get only like egg geprek. So you jump to different model. Maybe if we make that illustration, you can think about the model of g of x and then the model of g action of x. Something like that. And it is happen in nature. So we are learning calculus. Actually, we learn about nature. We learn about life, So don't think that you study calculus only for a paper, for doing something on a paper. No, I want to shape your mind. The task of teachers is to make your mind sharper. That the way. So here you see, I told you also, if you still remember, what happened here? So if you go approach, approaches again, we make these two. Here we have 2 from right hand side, 2 plus, and here we have 2 from left hand side, 2 minus. So we have that. So if we write limits, then x approaches 2 from left hand side of gx. So we can write then g2, g2. So here And then you see the value is about 4. But because of the jumping model, when you go to limit x approaches 2 from the right hand side, then limit x approaches 2 plus from the right hand side of G2, the value is approaches to here about 1, not 1 point, something like that. So difference. But we cannot say, you remember I told you if empty like this, if the circle is empty, then the value is not there. So we can write then the value is not 4. But not this also. Because in one time, like in one general election, we cannot choose both candidate. We can only choose one. That is. So here, when we have x equals 2, then the value is only 1, that is 4. When we go to the x approaches 2 plus, then we can say the function g of 2 is not equals 4. Then there is no limit if the left hand side different from the right hand side. The limit is only happen when the left and the right hand side the same. We make symbol like L in our discussion last week, if you remember. I write these rules, this hukum. When you see a different value, then this is not a limit. So we can say that the limit does not exist. When the limit does not exist, it is discontinued. Okay, discontinued. Not exist limit mean also discontinued. And we name for this model of discontinuity as jumping at a point. Okay? Jumping at a point. Because it really jump. But here, no changes of the model after this empty. Go back to we have only gx. Here we have two functions, gx and then change to g action of x. Something like that. So very easy to determine in future, okay? Two types of discontinuity. And for the third discontinuity, you see this red line? Somebody now, what is the name for these red lines? Somebody remember? Asymptote. Asymptote. So here we say like asymptotic discontinuity. Asymptotic. What is asymptote then? Somebody want to make expression about what is asymptote? A line, because you know, a line can be a limit, can be like a wall. Wall is a limit between two rooms. Wall. So what is asymptote? So we can say asymptote is a line that is approaches by a graphs, but the graphs will never reach it. Will never. I will show you later. I will prove it. Will never. And we can use this theory to be a good human. How is it? Because we believe in God, every times we are going to God. We can say that we approaches our God, but we will never be a God. And from history, you will learn about some people at the end, because they don't learn calculus, they claim they are a God. Do you know that person, for example? Huh? Firaun, Firaun is an example because he is a king, he has power. He can also like how to say uh, make something live and make something die. How is it? According to Firaun knowledge, how is it? He gave example. He called one guys. I think at that times what to say for Buddha how to say in English? Slave Oh, slave, slave, for slave. He called slave, and then he said, "I allow you to live and then go." That means he can make life. And then he called another slave, and then he said, "You have to be die. I will kill you." And then the slave died. That means he can make die. Is that real? You cannot accept it in this uh, situation today. We cannot accept that. That means the life is not created by him. Already alive earlier. Okay. So it is happen when human thinks he has power, or sometimes not because of he has power. He thinks that he is the best guys uh, because of prayer. He pray the whole times. He can make fasting, and what he want, the God always give him. So he feel that he is very close to God. But at the end, he said, "I am God." And it is very dangerous in Islam. It is said to be not like that. So today we learn calculus. Remember this asymptote. The illustration is going to be like that. There is a line, asymptote. What is the line? The line that is approaches by a chart or a graph, but will never reach by the graph. So it is like magic. So I want you to remember these three types of model discontinuities. Okay. Now we see about the strategy to solve limit problems. Here I have the diagram, so we can learn from this. Let's say we have the function of f of a, mean a is the function itself. So how we can solve this function? We can do like direct substitution if it is possible. You can do directly. And how we can say that when you do direct substitution, you get succeed only if you can determine the value of the limit. Then finish. If you can determine the value. However, if after substitution you meet this over 0, something over 0. Something over 0, x over 0 here from the function. That means you cannot determine the value undefined. Probably in future, you will meet asymptote there because approaches to infinity, to unlimited. The God is unlimited. We approach to him, but we cannot be him. Okay, then if you find also zero over zero, or sometimes you type to your calculator, it is said that cannot calculate it. This form of 0 over 0 you can say as indeterminate form. Indeterminate forms. But if you have a constanta over 0, it is called as asymptote, probably. If the numerator numerator is not 0. So we have two here, asymptote and indeterminate forms. So when we face these two, we have to think one more. Probably then we can solve the problems. So it is a problem, I think. Here we face a problem. Here we face a problem. Here we solve the we solve the problems. We solve already. This unsolved, this unsolved. So for unsolved problem, then you have a chance to think or to do something. What we can do here, the first tips is, or strategy, you can do factoring. So one method to solve the problem is factoring. What is factoring? Of course, if you face like quadratic equation, you can make it from 1 to be 2. You can make it simple. Let's see the example here. We have limit x approaches -1 of x squared minus x minus 2 over x squared minus 2x minus 3. 3. So remember, for factoring, the tips also there. In this case, you look for some true real number that if you sum it, it would be -1. But if you make times, it will be -2. So like you choose -2 and 1. So -2 sum to 1 would be -1. -2 times 1 is -2. And for the denominator, here denominator, you see, you need two real number that if you sum up, it will be -2, but if you times you make multiplication, it would be minus 3. So then again, you can choose minus 3 and 1, right? Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. Then you can factoring this as x minus 2, x plus 1. Here, x minus 3, x plus 1. Then you can cancel x plus 1. You have x minus 3 minus 2 over x minus 3. And if you substitute the minus 1 now, minus 1 minus 2 over minus 1 minus 3 would be minus 3 minus 4 or 3 over 4. We solve the problem. Without this factorization, you put directly minus 1 square is 1, minus 2 times minus 1 plus 2 minus 3. You have over 0. By factorization, you avoid over 0. So remember last week, our motto is avoid over 0. So we solve the problem by factorization or by factoring. Now we go to the second strategy. In the case we cannot do factoring, we cannot do factorization. The option is we can probably do conjugation, conjugates. What is conjugate? Here, we have the problem of limit x approaches. Cannot see here. I have all eyes. Approach to 4 from root square of x minus 2 over x minus 4. If you substitute directly x to be 4, then you have 4 minus 4. That is 0. Here, you put directly x as 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Avoid over 0. So now you can do conjugates. We learned also last week that you solve the problem using the problem itself. So the idea is to think that if you get like a headache, then take the headache medicine, not to take like the stomach medicine. You should choose the correct solution. Here, so the solution, of course, has relation with the problems. This is the idea. So then, how we can conjugate this? Multiply by root square of x plus 2. Can you feel the relation between root square of x minus 2 and root square of x plus 2? Can you see? Very strong correlation. Almost like a brother, maybe we can say. And to follow the mathematics rule, you can only multiply something with 1. So then the solution is root square of x plus 2 over root square of x plus 2, because it is 1 then. So again, remember that we have a plus b times a minus b is a square minus b square. So you can apply this here. You will have like root square of x square minus 2 square and x minus 4 root square of x plus 2. Now you can have like x minus 4, and cancel it. You still have this. Yeah? So the solution is 1 over root square of x plus 2. At this time, you can substitute x as 4. Then you have root square of 4 plus 2. 2 plus 2. And then you will have 1 over 4 as solution. So you get it? So why the teacher write something like this? To push you to have concentration. Because if you cannot see, then you will lose. So I will change the direction of writing. But if you follow, then you will not lose. But if you see to other side, you don't know where I am. That is the tips, yeah? The tips for the teachers. What we can say? After thinking, after doing effort, we can get something. Without effort, we have over 0. By effort, we solve the problem here as 1 over 4. This is a result of how to say in Indonesia is perjuangan, a result of effort, of working hard. And probably the problem is related to trigonometry function. So you also can take back the rules from trigonometric function as the strategy in solving the problems. I have you a small example here. Limit x approaches to 0 from sinus of x over sinus of 2x. If we substitute directly, sinus 2 times 0 is 0, sinus 0 is 0, and over 0 again. Avoid over 0. Like that, eh? Over 0. Dangerous over 0. You go to school, you go to study to avoid over 0. So, what we can use, do you remember? What is sinus 2 of x? Yeah? Yes. 2 sinus x cos sin x. So, just make it then sinus of x over 2 sinus x cosine x. You can cancel this. We have like 1 over 2 cos x, cosine x. Now, if you put cos 0 is 1, and then you will have like 1 over 2. That is. And you know, if you believe in God, we will have a very strong power because Allah said kun fayakun. Maybe according to human, it is not possible. We are sick. It is not possible to cure the disease, for example. But we try and we pray. If Allah wants, we can help again. That is happened to the Prophet Yahya. The Prophet Yahya get this problem in the past. And at the end, Allah helped him. Allah cured him. Yeah? Maybe at that time, no medicine for this disease. Like I told you last week, I watched the movie from Salahuddin Al Ayyubi. Yeah? So at that time, the leprosy disease, yeah, penyakit kusta, no medicine for that. So the king, the son of the king, get this disease. Of course, then what the people can do if no medicine, the patient will put to the special place and wait until die. We have also Alunaga. Yeah, Alunaga is the place to put the leprosy people in the past. Yeah, all the Acehnese with leprosy will send to Alunaga, and they stay there until die. Because like COVID, the disease can spread to other. So we make isolation. But the Muslim doctor had find uh, the medicine for this, and it is interesting that Sultan Salahuddin then sent the doctor to help the son of the king, the Christian king. I mean, I learned from this story that a man, a guy with good value, it can be a Muslim, it can be a Christian, and they can have a strong friendship even during the war. Because according to Sultan Salahuddin, war is war, and we cannot use like the problem of offering doctor to the son of the king to be like a trump card. It is not fair to use the weakness of our enemy to win something. That I want to be like that. I will not use the weakness of enemy to win, but we want to win with fair, with our own ability. And I found also many Muslim with a bad attitude. And I have a best friend, but they are Christian. That's mean we want to have a good guys in the world. Yeah. Never mind what religion they believe. And if you read the Quran, it is halal to eat, the animals that is killed by Ahlul Kitab. We can only eat as Muslim, the animals that's killed by Muslim and Ahlul Kitab. Who is Ahlul Kitab then? Now I get the knowledge. Ahlul Kitab is someone, a guy, he or she is not Muslim, but she believes in God with real values, a good values, a good guys with a different belief. That is Ahlul Kitab. Okay, now we solve the problem, So from our discussion, I hope you get the point. When we face the problem, please, that is your right. You can. In Germany, I have also times to study like you, but I'm the only Muslim in the class. And because of the winter, so the day become dark earlier. So I have to pray 2 times in one class, 2 times. So I bring my own mat in my rental, and I ask professor to go to pray 2 minutes and then go back. And when the prayer time comes, I go out again because that is my right. Of course, go to the toilet is also another right. We cannot ban the people to do this. I think. And some friends said they have no breath to take permission from professor. because professor is giving speech. They don't want to disturb this speech, and then they miss one prayer. I have different opinion. I can go without disturbing my friends, and then I come back. And I make explanation to my professor that I have to pray. I'm thinking that when I want to go to the toilet, I cannot wait also, right? Can you wait for professor because of your respect? You want to go to the toilet? No, you have to ask permission. I'm using that analogy, so I had never missed my prayer. So be brave again. I think my friends was not brave to take permission. So be a brave guys. You will succeed. Okay, so look, why we are thinking about how to solve the limit problems? Of course, to avoid the undefined condition and to look for the alternative definition. So without definition, like you are living with empty box in empty box. So we need definition. And at the end, you are going to be rational. What is rational? Of course, rational. After you are using uh, your mind, your akal. After you think, use your thinking, then you become rational. That is very important to be rational. Why? Why I didn't join the lecture? Who asked Tukin from government? I didn't join this because Tukin is tunjangan kinerja. I know we have also other terms, remunerasi, remun. It is also paid based on this kinerja, the same. So in my opinion, it is not fair to pay 2 times for one work. I don't know, how is it, your opinion? We work only one, like I'm teaching you today. It is not fair if I ask 2 times payment. I'm going to the class only 1 time. So pay me 1 time. That is my opinion. It's not logic, not rational. Okay. And I love my countries. I don't want to, what to say, merampok, huh? Robbery, uh, my countries. Don't be like that, but be rational. But maybe the other have different opinion. Yeah, let's just think with your own idea. Okay, be brave. Okay, look, now we have problem 1. In problem 1, I give you a chart. So we learn how to understand this graphs or this model. We have here the model of y equals g of x. So this is the g of x function. And then it jump here. It jump here. And we have this asymptote we learned before. And look to the question. What limit approaches 6 from the right hand side? So give attention to x equals to 6. This is right hand side, left hand side. So here, limit x approaches 6, yeah, from the right hand side of the function of g of x, and limit x approaches 6 from the left hand side of the function g of x axis. Is that axis? My question? Is that axis according to your knowledge? Remember again. If the limit exists, that means continue. If the limit does not exist, that means discontinue. So what is your opinion? Both limit exist or not exist? Not exist. Eh? This is the kind of discontinuity number 3. Yeah? Okay. So then it's not. We cancel it. Wrongs. Look to the statement number 2. Limit x approaches 6 of gx axis. Exist or not exist? Why? Exist. Remember this. The limit only exists when the left and right hand is exists. So it's very simple to have a conclusion. And nobody can make life to you. Eh? Nobody can make it if you think. Of course, does not exist. Why? Because it is not exist. G is defined at x equals 6. Looks to G of x. If you put G6, divine, what is the value then? Look to limit x approaches 6 plus. What is the value? Here. What is the value? 6 plus. Indeterminate, eh? Because the dot is empty. You cannot say that it is approaches here. Same value, no. Because we learned that the empty circle means no value. And if we go to this, I will make it here. Limit x approaches 6 from the left hand side of gx. What happened here? Equals to what? How you can determine this? You remember this? Asymptote, eh? Unlimited. So, we cannot define G at x equals 6. And G is continuous at x equals 6. Continuous or not continuous? Continuous or not continuous? No continuous because you cut it already with asymptote. You have also like changes from the g of x to g adjacent of x. Yeah, you jump to the point. That means discontinued. So the answer then, the correct statement is only none of the above, because all of them incorrect with the situation. So we train ourselves to see the problems, and we will have different statement. And of course, then we avoid plagiarisms. Today, the plagiarism case had increased. Why? Because the people lazy to use their own mind. So then they use the others. That is plagiarism. But if we are diligent, we will work by our own self, and calculus train us to be like that, to be diligent. Think by ourselves. Continue to problem 2. The same, Give your attention to x approaches 3. So here, x approaches to 3. And this side is plus, this side is minus. Always good and bad. In Islam, we have to eat with our right hand, but we wash our najis with our left hand. So the different value. Looks, both limit x approaches 3 from the right hand side of g of x, and limit x approaches 3 from the left hand side g of x exists. Exists? No, Why? How exists? It is jump already. Remember, exists only if continuous. Discontinuous means the limit does not exist. Remember again. I told you from the first slide about, I tell you the story, 3 types of discontinuity. That means no limit. The limit does not exist there at that position. And from this graph, it is one of discontinuity we discussed before. So of course, you have to answer this very fast. No exist. You can look again with slow mode, If you have a slow mode, go to this. And if you go to this, different, right? So that we cannot say the limit x approaches to 3 plus and the limit dx x approaches to 3 minus is the same. It is different here if we approach to the y value, right? So does not exist. Then limit x approaches 3 of g of x exists. It depends on this. It doesn't exist. It is also doesn't exist. G is continuous. G is defined at x equals 3. Divine. What is the value of G at x equals 3? Divine. Limit x approaches 3 of G3. Look at here. Is there any value? Look again. The circle with empty, no value. But the darker circle, that's been the value. I had selected President Jokowi 2 times, and I win. But last time I choose President Prabowo and I win again. So I win the general election 3 times already. Yeah? I have to choose. Okay, one. Eh? So here we have G is continuous at x equals 3. Continuous or not? Not continuous. But it is a type of discontinuity. None of the above. I can close your eyes because we already have one. Yeah? So the way to think. Somebody will be sleepy in the class if you don't want to use your thinking. So please think. Yeah? Please think a little bit. Now I show you different problems. Yeah? Because the problem will come to you in different way. If not, you will win, eh? And you will feel boring. If the problem is always the same, eh? That's why Allah will give you the different examination. Be happy with that. Eh? The function of exam is to increase your level, eh? Right? So I want to say, yeah, I want to ban, eh? Like to cancel the free test way to enter university. It is not a good to make the student enter university without test, without examination. I want to cancel this. Everybody should pass one examination to reach something. Because by examination, you will be brave person. You will find a person with a not brave attitude. Maybe because of that spoiled experience. Every time he get a free test, a golden card, something like that, it is not good. Yeah? Examination is the best way to improve your level. So be happy. Yeah? I entered this university also with examination. I pass also at Araniri, yeah? For the department Arabic language with test, with the test. So I'm happy that I have never go to the free test, free test way. A test is a must for us. Look here, we have difference. Yeah? The problem is which of the following function continues at x equals 3? Just try. You try. Make G3. Yeah. Learn. Maybe we have to write also limit. Yeah. Limit x approaches 3 of dx equals to learn x and then learn 3 learn 0 and it is undefined. You learn this from school. Undefined. Undefined. Okay, so the g of x is undefined. Mean does not exist or discontinued. or does not continuous. Yeah. Let's look to f of, the function of f of x. This one, not. Yeah. Limit x approaches 3 f of x, a x minus 3 epsilon, exponent, and then exponent 3 minus 3 exponent 0. And every real numbers, a power of 0 would be 1. So you have continuity at this function. Then just choose this. Which one? This not, this not, this not. Yeah? When you cannot find the definition, of course, then you think the limit does not exist, or it is a discontinuity case. Yeah. The same here, problem 4 with the third model. I give you find limit x approaches 3 of g of x. And you see, we can make these types of expression. The function of g of x equals to log 3 of x. Log of 3x. If with the condition f x, this is for x bigger than 0, smaller than 3. But if the x bigger or equals 3, the function is this. This is at the end of the month. This is the model at the beginning of the month. We have constraint, so you can make this. So if you look again, it look like you have one limit. This one is 3, and here is 3 plus, here is 3 minus, and for the 3 minus, you have log 3x, and in the case you have 3 plus from the left hand side, you have 4x log 9. So from this story, you can draw like this. Can see? You have the line of x equals to 3, and you have the left side and also the right side, and for each side, you have the model. That is the case. So when you have the limit, of course, if the left side is the same as the right side. So let's test it. This is the idea. We will test it. We make limit x approaches 3 minus. Then it is log 3x. And then log 3 times 3 log 9. Look to the limit x approaches 3 plus. From the right hand side, that would be 4 minus x log 9. And if you have 3, then you have 4 minus 3 log 9. 4 minus 3 is 1, and you have log 9. What you can say now? What is the limit x approaches 3 of dx? You can say log 9 because you get the same value from the left side and the right side. That is the idea. Limit, you have limit. Even you have different models or expression. I will skip this. You can look by yourself. Problem 6. Maybe here is the clue. Which of the following functions are continuous for all real numbers? Remember, what is the real number? The real number is 1, 2, 0, minus 1. Is that real number? Yes. The negative value is also a real number. So look, is it possible to have minus 2? No. That means it is not. Okay? But you can have like a minus 2. Then you get the answer. Which of the following functions are continuous for all real numbers? Only? Yeah. Okay? Because of this idea. You cannot have the root square of negative value. Negative value in Excel will put like this. cannot calculate it. Error. No value. Indeterminate. Problem 7. I think you can do by yourself. No. Okay. I discussed this yesterday. Problem 8. So today we discuss problem 7. Let f be the function given. Let f be the function given by the following expression. Okay, so we have the following expression. If f is continuous at x equals 5, then what is the value of c? C is here. So in this case, you have, if I want to draw to you, we have line. We have a line, but x equal to 5. Here is plus, here is minus. Oh, sorry, it is not the case. Sorry. The case is x is not 5. Why? Because if we put x is 5, then 5 minus 5 will be 0. Then it would be over 0. That's why they put the rule. We can follow this function that f of x equals to the root square of x plus 4 minus 3 over x minus 5. Only if the x is not 5. Why? Because if we put x as 5, then it would be over 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. And the question is, what is c? Of course, to determine c, we should think about, maybe we have solution by 3 strategy in solving the problems that I show you from the chart before. Which one we can use to solve the problem? Number 1, number 2, and number 3. I think between number 1 and 2. Factorization or conjugation? Conjugation, okay? So now let's try to make f of x. We can make limit. We should write limit x approaches 5 now, f of x, and then it is root square x plus 4 minus 3 x 5. How we solve? We multiply this by 1 from this problem. X plus 4 minus 3 plus 3. X plus 4 plus 3. Yeah? The opposite of this. Now you will have like x plus 4 minus 9. Multiply by x minus 5 multiply by root square x plus 4 plus 3. X plus 4 minus 5. The same as x minus 5. So we can cancel. We have now 1 over x plus 4 plus 3. And if you put x as 5, then 5 plus 4 is 9. The root square of 9 plus 3. 3 plus 3, then you have 1 over 6. So the C is 1 over 6. Here. So we get answer C is 1 over 6, or you can also put as 1 over x plus 4 plus 3. If you want to make a function here. Okay, the value of C is that. To avoid over 0. You can solve this problem the same way. You can also solve this problem by factorization, I think. Yeah? The first one, just try to make like this. 6 plus 3x plus 4. Yeah? Then make factorization. And then you can also like make this to be x plus 2, x minus 2. Yeah? You can get also the solution. Actually, I improve the slide, yeah? But I have no time to download it for you, but I put it already on your e-learning website. Yeah? The rest of the question will be like the task for you to do in your homework book. Yes. Okay, now look to this. Let F be a continuous function. Yeah, F be a continuous function on the closed interval. Actually, I changed this already. Yeah, the closed interval would be like this. Like this. Yeah? Minus. Okay, not like a coordinate. Eh? This one is also f small. Yeah. At the closed interval minus 2 until 1. Eh? Well, the function of minus 2 is 3, and the function of the function of 1 is 6. So can you draw this story? Can you draw? You should sometimes you have to draw from the story. Sometimes you make narration from the picture. So we have we need these two skills, yeah? Different skill. How is it? So like I make for you this x and this y. Yeah? So we have like minus 2 here, yeah? Would be. And if f of minus 2 is 3, so somewhere here. And then f1 if 6. 4, 4, 5, 6. Somewhere here. So then, of course, like I have the model between. That is, yeah. So look now, for the first statement, f of c equals 4 for at least one c between 3 and 6. Do you know which one is C? X value or Y value? C. X value. Remember, C is X because we have the formula is f of X is Y. Okay. Y is f of X. So, look, is it possible that f of C is 4? In this interval, at C between 3 and 6? Of course, it is out of this because we have only -2 till 1. The interval we have, the closed interval we have. It is outside interval. So we can say, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That is not our scope. You will have this question during your last exam. You are doing research, yeah? You can explain your scope. And then somebody else asking you out of your scope. Then this answer, I cannot answer this. I'm sorry, sir, I cannot answer that because it is not my scope of this, my study. You will get grade A for that answer. If you answer by telling story, you think if you can answer, you will get grade A. No, for me, you will get a bad grade because you answer something, you tell the story, but of course that is a lie because we thought empirical data or we thought the work. Okay? So look, the statement B, f of C equals 0 for at least C between -2 and 1. What do you think? Look to this interval for Y value. For Y value, you have interval between 3 and 6. 6, eh? Is it possible then you have 0? No. That is the way. That's why when I draw you this line, I cannot put it like, what to say? I draw you this line. I cannot put like to be this. That is not possible. You see, I only make here because the interval is here. You can play like this inside the interval. So no, like not passing the limit. So now, C, f of C equals 0 for at least? No. And how about D? Yes, of course, you can have between 3 and 6, you can have 4. Okay. That is it, the way of thinking, and the same here. This is X, this is fx, the same like X and Y. Again, we can draw it. So you can have like, you start from here. 0, and then 2 minus 2, 1, 2, minus 2. Oh, okay, -2 is here. I still have here. And then 4, 3, 4, but 3, 2. So like here somewhere. And it is here. And 6, 5, 6, 7, somewhere here. So you can make, yeah, like that. the model. Statement A, can we say that f of x equals 0 has a solution where x bigger than 4, bigger equals than 4, but smaller equals to 6? First one, it is possible? Look, yeah, to our interval. For x, our interval is 0 to 6. And for y, our closed interval is 0, not 0, minus 2 to 7. That is, you should remember. Minus 2 to 7 is y. So is it possible? The first statement, f of x equals to 0. Well, x is 4 and 6. X is 4 and 6. 4. Where is 4? Here, eh? 4. I choose the different colors maybe. What colors? I think this. 4 and 6, x. 4 and 6. What is the value of y here? Is there 0 from the line? No. Because if you have 4 and 6, the value of y should be between 3 and 7. Here, 3 and 7. Eh? Look to the second statement. Can we say that the f of x equals 0 has a solution where x bigger than 2 but smaller than 4? 2 and 4. 2 and 4 is here. Do we have 0? Do we have 0? Look to the line. It's past 0 or not?
No, it's yes.
Why? It is 0. It's passing 0, right? Because of you have minus value before. This minus. So of course, between minus, when I draw the line for you, I pass the 0 itself. Okay. So it is also like another illustration to help you understanding the model, what happened. And what is the model then? When you come to collect the data from your study, you will perform a model. So then you can learn from this. Yeah? Okay, if you have any question, you can ask me. I also will show you that we can have like, do you have experience with GeoGebra? GeoGebra, it is very easy. Yeah? Go to browser, type GeoGebra and then enter. Choose GeoGebra. Cannot show you. But I mean, maybe you can just copy this. geogebra.org slash graphing. You will have this. So what is the benefit of this interactive study? Not that I think not get calculator. Because what we need is graphing calculator. Graphing calculators. Yes. So what we can do here is that I will try, yeah? We can make a, sorry. Okay, look here. We can import a model. Let's say we want to import, we have the GeoGebra keypad here. So we chat with GeoGebra keypad. For example, I want to put the function of 1. This is my problems. That's why I want to change this first. With, okay, I hope that it's work now. Here, I will try again. Make the equation or expression. For example, 1, yeah? 1 over x square. Sorry. It doesn't work. Okay. So I will repeat again, yeah? I will delete it. In input, yeah? Make an expression, for example, 1 over x and then square. So you will have this chart directly. And here you can see that you have this illustration of the function 1 over x squared. You can have modification. You can put another function, for example, x squared plus 1. You can make any expression, okay? I mean plus 1 by the part. And GeoGebra will give you both models with different colors. So you can recognize which one is x squared plus 1, which one is x squared 1 over x squared. Eh? Okay, and then you can choose to not show, for example. Yeah, you want only to show 1. And here we have the function of 1 over x squared, like this. And what you can learn from this chart, it has asymptote, right? It has asymptote. What is asymptote of this? X approaches 0. Why? Because when you put x as 0, then 1 over 0, x is 0. So then you cannot define the function at x equals 0. That's why then we can say this chart we has asymptote at x equals to 0. So I can make also like x equals to 0. So I can color it, eh? Because is oh sorry, you are so sensitive, yeah? have the problem because I change the direction. Now I have this blue line as x equals to 0, and we assume this blue line as asymptote. So what is the definition of asymptote? It is a line that is accomplished by a glass, a model, but will never reach by. Is that correct? Never reach. It's rich or not already? It's rich? Rich or not? Rich or not? Rich or not? Are you sure? Rich or not? The definition is asymptote can never reach by the graphs. Rich or not? Based on your eyes. Rich or not? Good. You are a good student. I'm proud of you, yeah? Not rich. But you see it. It rich already. What your explanation then? It is my overlaps already. Rich overlaps already. Are you sure now? The definition is correct? Sure or not? Sure. Good. You are a very good student. You know, our eyes cannot see. Sometimes you have to see with microscope. You can see. So please be a great man that understand that sometimes our eyes cannot see it. I will zoom it. I will make zoom. I will make zoom. You see? Never reach. Before, previously, it seems to be overlaps. Like it reached already, yeah? But if we zoom it, that is the meaning of belief. We sure that we cannot be a God. Even you are a professor. Or you are a President Prabowo. They said Pharaoh, yeah? Pharaoh is a king. So if you are being a president in future, you are not a God. Because you cannot reach him, cannot be him. Eh? So zoom it. That is it. Okay, if you have any question? No question, yeah? So you know the time is over for us today, yeah? I hope you make also our project WhatsApp groups so we can discuss. And I will also have Kahoot for you to close our class. Kahoot. Kahoot is relaxing, yeah, for us. So somebody is sleeping there? Not. So Kahoot can wake up you, eh? From sleeping, eh? You want to ask something? You can? No. No question? Oh, we should also. Oh, yeah, I did absent already. We thought participation, no payment. So don't forget to do this, yeah? To click that. How many of you? Six hands. 18, eh? You wait for someone else. Okay, complete and sorry for the question in Indonesia. Eh? Later, I will make the question in English. Let's wait, yeah. Who is our winner today? The student with number 82, Fitri. Fitri Aminati Rosia, ya. Okay, I think enough for today, ya. I wish you happy with the English study and also have high spirit, ya, to study. And for all weakness during my class, please forgive me, ya. Hope to see you again next week. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.